What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? You already know it's your boy Norbs, Chino Velez, whatever you want to call me. And I just decided to go live today. I just wanted to see uh, what y'all thought about the fight. I was gonna go on last night, um, but I got caught up with the kids and just decided to say, let me just watch this fight and let me see you know, what people think about it, right? So I'm watching this shit. I actually watched a couple fights. The broadcast is ended. Why is it ended? I should have ended. I know it's on. It's on. It's on. About to say. So I'm watching the shit, and I'm watching. I'm watching. Everybody talking about Broner washed up. He doesn't throw punches. Salute, bro. Gano, what's up? Punches. You know what's crazy? Again, guys, my apologies. I have a different angle on here. Like with the look, but I'm looking at it like this. And I was talking to my man Gano earlier about this shit, and I was like, dog, he has the skill set, right? He definitely has the skill set to do what he needs to do, right? Which is pretty obvious, right? But where did it all go wrong for Adrien Broner? And I really believe it happened at the Maidana fight. Ever since he had the Maidana fight and he got embarrassed and all that shit, he's been trigger shy. He doesn't throw punches. He doesn't, he doesn't do anything. Like he sits around, throws a punch here or there, and if you get offensive on him, he doesn't do anything. He just sits back and that's it. He doesn't do anything, and it's just pretty sad to me because I feel like at this point it's toying with the fans, right? And again, I don't know. I forgot the dude's name that he fought last night. He won the fight. Like it was pretty fucking clear he won the fight. And it's just sad that boxing, and only in boxing, that you have these type of decisions where it's based upon money. It's clearly based upon the popularity and what they're trying to do with this individual. They're paying him clearly way more money than they're paying the other individual, and he's more of a draw because people want to see Adrien Broner lose or whatnot, right? So you take away a victory from an undefeated fighter because you want to promote this individual. And that's my problem with boxing. That's where it's just kind of like, dog, like, you know how fucked up that is? These guys are training, they're going out there risking their lives to not get the right decision. And then people can say, well, dog, there's no way those scorecards were right. Like they had him winning by like a blowout. Like it was pretty fucking disgusting. Like I really sat there and I was like, yo, this can't be real. Like this really can't be what's going on. Like it was just really sad. You know? And I just and this is what compounds it for me, right? Not only was he terrible, whatever. Though, like he was extremely he was extremely disrespectful because somebody basically said that he lost the fight, and he goes, "I'll fuck him." This and that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dog, like, it comes a time in life, bro, where you're saying you're a changed person, but you're still doing the same thing. Like, it's like, bro, like nobody was hating on you. Everybody felt the same way, and you went off and attacked him, and was just like, wow, disrespectful. And every time I'm like, damn, bro, like I used to defend Adrien Broner. Like, yo, just whatever. But it's just like, dog, like nobody feels bad for him because of the type of shit that he says or he does and stuff like that. And it's just like they ask him questions and he's just, it's not even arrogant. It's just being a dick, like it's crazy. And I just don't understand how he continues to pretty much get booked. Like it's just one of those things where it's actually sad at this point. Like, it's really sad that, you know, that people are actually booking him for fights. Like, and there's so many great fighters out there, or there's so many potential guys that can really, do something. And it's not a level playing ground. And that's why boxing is so hit right now. You know, um, it just kills me, man. I'm actually hold on, guys. Hold on a second. I'm trying to set up as I'm speaking to you guys. It's just one of them things, man. I'm just like, yo, I don't understand how he continues to get away with it. I am Drizzy says Maidana made him never want to throw punches. He feints all fight stays on his back foot all night now. You don't have the mindset. I'm gonna keep it real. No, bro, I get it. This is all right. So you ever watch like the movie The Fan or anything like that, right? If you ever notice, like a lot of these individuals, right? Hold on a second. A lot of these individuals, like that are athletes, they end up getting like fucking what's that shit called? Like, when they're in a slump, it becomes a mind thing, and now they don't know, they don't believe they can do it, right? So what ends up happening is mentally they just can't do it, and it fucks with them. And I really believe that's what's happening to Adrien Broner. Like, mentally, he can't do anything. Mentally, he can't actually he doesn't get it. Like, he can't do it. He needs to really see, and this is crazy. People might think I'm bugging with this, but I feel like he needs to actually see like a sports doctor, like a sports therapist. And I'm not hating on Adrien Broner. I don't want people to sit here and say, yo, you hating on Adrien Broner. I don't have an issue with Adrien Broner. Like, I don't, like, again, this is not personal. This is just me making an assessment. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have their opinions. But my assessment on him is like he has mental issues, and people have mental issues. I mean, I see a counselor. Like, you feel me? Like, people have to work out their issues, and when you're embarrassed, it's like this. You're talking about an individual that's talked so much, in the sport, and has been so ridiculed, and people do want to see him lose. Like, let's not get it twisted. People really do want to see Adrien Broner lose, right? Let's not act like that. Let's see, Mel, appreciate you, Mel. Says it's crazy because he's a beast in the ring and a true warrior. He showed that against Maidana. Absolutely, he has a whole lot of heart. He has talent. He's fast. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a talented individual, but it's to the point where it's the same. Ever since Maidana, has been the same goddamn result. What's good, House Casualties? It's the same result. Adrien Broner does the same thing. He shows up to the fight, says, "Oh, I'm a different individual, got a different trainer." And I remember I was arguing with my man Flat about it. And I was like, yo, it's going to be the same result. He's the same guy, the same fighter. It's not going to be no different. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, dog, like, this is real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect nothing different from Adrien Broner. And that's where I'm at with it. And it just drives me up the fucking wall every single time. And nobody's addressing, to me, what I think is the elephant in the room. He's clearly mentally not there. In boxing, I believe, and again, I'm not a fighter, so I've done whatever. But in order to hit someone, you have to take the risk of getting hit, correct? And a matter of fact, I'm gonna DM you some shit to come on. I feel like you have to be willing to get hit, and I don't think Broner's willing to get hit. Ever since his fight versus Maidana, he has not been able. He is not willing to get hit anymore. Like, it's one of those things where it's like yo, I don't want to get hit. That's it. And he's just the only time he throws punches is when it's just pretty much just him throwing. Like, he doesn't counter, and when somebody starts throwing at him, he just goes into a shell. He doesn't even try to nothing else. He don't try to counter nothing, and it's just like I really believe Adrian's problem is not his talent. I really do believe it's a mental issue. It's something that I really do believe he has to go get help for, because if not, he's going to continue to do the same thing, and his value is going to continue to decrease. And I feel like people don't take mental issues seriously. They think because somebody has a mental issue or whatnot that it's one of those things where it can just be easily dealt with. No, especially as like Latinos and African Americans, so that people, bro, like we don't take that type of stuff serious. And I feel like in terms of Adrien Broner, what's good vibes? I missed the AB fan. Oh, trust me, you didn't miss anything, and I at all for real. I feel like in terms of AB and in terms of like us minorities and stuff like that, we don't take those things serious, and I feel like ignoring that, and it's clear as day that mentally he's not there. Physically, he has all the tools, but mentally, he just doesn't throw his hands. And people are like, oh, you got to throw your hands. It's not that simple if your mind's not allowing you to. You have a fear in you. And you know what I'm saying, that you're not as confident. You know what I'm saying? Adrien Broner has talked so much, and he might have put so much pressure on himself that he doesn't even understand what he's dealing with. Dealing with, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't know how to interact with that, and he can't go out there and say, "Yo, I have problems." You're AB. You've rubbed so many people the wrong way. Nobody's gonna support you, and I feel like that's one of the issues that Adrien has. I mean, bro, he was in court recently getting mocked because he said he had $13. Don't think this shit is not affecting. Don't think this guy is bulletproof. He's a human being. You know what I'm saying? He's literally a human being. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's really affected his career and how people are going to view him. And you know what I'm saying? It always seems like he's always trying to prove himself to somebody. For instance, I watched a post earlier and he's like, he's one of 4 people to win a title in 4 different weight classes. That is definitely an accomplishment. Don't get it fucked up. But nobody's thinking about that because of the lackluster performances that he's had over the last, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. Like ever since he went up to 147, which at that time he was going up for as the money division, he's been terrible. Ever since the Maidana fight, he's just been, let one go. That's it, bro. I don't even know his average. I think one of the fights he averaged throwing, I think it was like 8 punches in a round. Don't quote me, but I'm just saying, like, dog, like you're not even throwing enough punches. What's good, brother? You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of sucks because, and again, I don't personally like him. I don't personally dislike him. I'm just going off of what I see. He hasn't won a fight in 4 years before yesterday, right? Yeah, he hasn't had his hand raised in 4 years, and he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good, and I like, and even the fights that he's won has been questionable. Like seriously, and I sit there and I watch it. Like yesterday, he lost to the dude, and this is what I hate about boxing, is the fact that we have these bullshit decisions like this based upon, value instead of wins or who actually won the fight. And I watch and I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. Like, I don't want to pile on to the shit that he's probably dealing with. But at the same time, I really do believe he needs to go see a sports doctor, a sports head shrink. You know what I'm saying? I have to see one because I got to deal with my own fucking issues that I have. And a lot of people are embarrassed to deal with stuff like that. And I agree, he's very talented. But dog, if you watch the fights that he's had, and I see people constantly make excuses for him, like Flat makes excuses for fucking him, like if they're best friends, and I'm like, dog, he doesn't let his hands go. It's not about his trainer, and I feel like a lot of us don't understand mental health. A lot of people deal with it, and I really believe that's what he's dealing with. He's never been the same since the Maidana beating. Absolutely, and it's not even a joke, bro. I promise you, it's not. Like, mental health is big. There's a lot of athletes that deal with that shit, whether you're in football, baseball, but bro, like this shit, it's people don't understand. I really believe like that's what he's dealing with, bro. He has quick hands. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to get in and out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like he has it's like you fought Pacquiao, right? Pacquiao, the way he's been fighting, should have knocked out, but he was able to at least go the distance with Pacquiao, right? Pacquiao's a Hall of Famer. He probably can knock out pretty much anybody he fights, right? But bro, you have the ability to beat these individuals. You know what I mean? No, and that's the point. He doesn't let his hands go, and that's not physically. That's not physical. because he can get in and out. It's mental. He doesn't believe that he can get in and out like he used to. He doesn't really believe in himself no more. He's gun shy, and people are like, people could laugh about it, but nobody's talking about this shit. Nobody's actually pointing this out. And I'm like, dog, he has all the talent. 9 times out of 10, Adrien Broner steps in the ring, he's more talented than the individual he's actually fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's clear as day. He should have walked through that fight easily. And after the fight, he says he won it easily. Adrien, you don't believe you won that easily. He doesn't believe that. You could see it because he's so defensive. Even when you say certain things, he's just so defensive that it's really bothering him. Whether he's going through stuff financially, mentally, like you can actually see it actually bothering him. Like even when the guy, the scorecard went against him, he's like, "Fuck him," blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, dog, are you serious? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, Broner didn't get the win. His promoters got the win. And honestly, like, I know too many boxers that work their ass off to get robbed like that. And I'll be honest, even the dude that he lost to was classy. Like, he was just like, I could have done more. He didn't bitch and complain, but everybody in the fucking world knew Adrien Broner lost. I believe Adrien Broner even knew he lost. And I feel like, I don't know Adrien personally. I met him one time. Wasn't really pleasant, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you. He was really a nice guy. He said when Broner met, he got that win, but could have gone the other way. And he lost the fight, bro. Like, it was clear as day. He didn't win the fight. Like, dog, the scorecards had him, like, unanimous, and they had him by a few rounds. Bro, nobody in the world had him winning that fight outside of those 3 judges. You know what I'm saying? Inactivity is not a hindrance in his career, bro, because he's just been inactive over the last few years because he was losing, bro. He's been losing. It has nothing to do with inactivity. It's everything to do with mental. He's not throwing his hands. He's not letting him go. It has nothing to do with physical. He's only 31. He's not, I think he's 31, right? He's not fucking late 30s. He should be entering his prime. Broner face said it all at the end, but dog, it's not physical. He has fast hands. Bro, if he lets his hands go, most people aren't going to touch him. That individual that he fought last night, and just being real, if Adrien Broner is the confident Adrien Broner that knows in his ability and believes, he wins every round. He probably stops that kid. That kid's not in his class. And exactly, he doesn't want to be embarrassed again. He was, listen, he was embarrassed and he was brutally beaten by Maidana. And listen, Maidana is a great fighter. Let's not act like he's just some individual that, just there. No, Maidana can fight. Like, he can really fight. Dog, he took Mayweather the distance twice, and then the first time, a lot of people had him beating Floyd. And Floyd, to me, is the greatest fighter of all time. So let's not take away from Adrien Broner. You know what I'm saying? But there's something up there, right here, up here. It's not with these. It's not with the physical. It's up here that Adrien doesn't have it right. And I'm just surprised that all these analysts out there are not saying things. They just say, "Oh, he don't let his hands go." Why? Why doesn't he let his hands? And I feel like people, like, he really needs to get help. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not hating on Adrien. I think Adrien, like, again, I'm not a fan of Adrien Broner. I'm a fan of boxing. And I believe he's a talented individual. And again, Anna, you agree with me, but it's like nobody points it out. I'm like, dog, it's in his head. It's like that baseball player that's in a slump that just can't get it out of his head. I'm in a slump. I can't do it. Bro, a lot of people go through stuff mentally. And you could tell, bro, like, listen, nobody is bulletproof to criticism. People don't like to be critiqued. People don't like to be embarrassed. When you're up there in court talking about, I don't have enough money to pay this individual for a lawsuit, and the judge is embarrassing you. He was really embarrassed. He can say whatever he wants. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? When he lost to Maidana, you've seen it in his face that he was crushed. He's supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He's supposed to be the next money man. He's calling himself all about billions. He's supposed to be the big ticket coming up. And he got crushed by Maidana. He didn't just lose to Maidana. He got embarrassed, beaten brutally, and made into a meme. Mentally, he's definitely not there. And why isn't anybody in his corner bringing that up? Why isn't he seeing someone? It's not physically that Adrien Broner has top level skills. But the fact that he's not letting his goddamn hands go, right, is a mental thing. Bro, he does. If he's not on the attack, he's not letting his hands go. And he's very cautious all the time. And bro, he was cautious, I think, even against Paulie Malignaggi. And Paulie Malignaggi he's not a big puncher. Shouts to Paulie, but most people aren't that cautious. Paulie, out boxers, he's not a big puncher. Sean Porter, he caught one good shot at the end, knocked him down. He's too quick to be fighting the way he's fighting. Maybe I'm tripping. maybe I'm bugging the fuck out. But what I do know is that he is that talented. How is it that Adrien Broner is losing these fights when, to be honest, and again, yesterday he lost. I'm sorry. I don't care if they gave him the victory. They gave it to him so he could probably get a big fight coming up at 140. Maybe Teofimo Lopez gets up there and that's the first guy he fights at 140. It's a big fight. Who knows? It's just with boxing, it sucks to see that because the guys that deserve to win don't win a lot of the times. And it's all about, whatever. And honestly, he needs help. He needs to get with somebody like Brandon Marshall. I think it's Brandon Marshall. Who's very big. He's a very big advocate for mental health. You know what I'm saying? And Broner versus Thurman, it won't happen because he's got to stay at 140. He believes at 140 he's best. He probably is best at 140. Thurman's not going to go down to 140. He's not. But I think Thurman's looking for like a big fight with what's his name? Not Bud. Fucking whatever. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. See, with Thurman, I think it's more physical. He's never been the same since his shoulder surgery. You know what I'm saying? He's just not one time anymore. With this individual, it's different. I said the same shit how Bruno won that fight. He was getting whipped out. Brent, like, he needs to really get with somebody like Brandon Marshall and understand his mental health, man. And even if he never boxes ever again, at least he can get right. You know what I'm saying? Because mental health leads to a lot of different things. Like people don't understand, like, guys like Chris Benoit. And I'm not saying he's going to be Chris Benoit. He murdered his whole family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it had a lot to do with CTE, whatever. But boxers get more head injuries than anybody. There isn't a sport where there's more head injuries than in boxing. There's none whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? There's none. There's not a sport out there. And I feel like he's suffering from something mentally. It has nothing. Dog, I can't name 5 boxers with a better skill set than Adrien Broner. Maybe 10. I mean, I can't name. I can't. It's very hard to sit there and come up with people with a better skill set than Adrien Broner. But the fact of the matter is, if he doesn't get help, it could lead to worse than just losing boxing fights. You know what I mean? Benoit could have been a legend. Oh, this is my man Charlie Z's in the building. Hold on a second. Damn, I don't watch the fight. Yo, real, you're gonna watch the fight. You're gonna be disappointed. Hold on, let me see my man Charlie Z real quick. Let me send him, bro. Like, I almost feel bad for Adrien Broner because I feel like nobody's gonna be real with him. I feel like there's a lot of yes men in the situation. Oh shit, the GOAT, what's up? Oh, it's the GOAT in the building.
How you doing?
Good, we're on YouTube. We're live right now.
Hey, listen, man, Adrien Broner, man, I'm sure he's seen me knock out with Senior. He's not the rest of it, bro.
He can't beat you, Charlie. He can't beat you.
Seen,
you seen the fight last night? I was saying I think there's something wrong with him.
I did. Adrien Broner looks like a fucking more of a rapper than a boxer, bro.
Champ. I mean, he's too small for you, but you know.
No weight classes, underground boxes. Give a fuck.
Nah, I know there isn't.
Did he win or did he lose?
He won, but he really lost. Everybody knows he lost, but they gave him a fight, champ. I mean,
Yeah, all right. I want to get Mayweather Jr. next. Since
you want Floyd? I mean, I think he's fighting.
that's an unbeatable record. I don't care what anybody says. To all my fans and so.
But he got what? Jake?
Saying they're too small. You want somebody big? All right, give me Tyson Fury.
You want Tyson Fury?
Based on my last few fights, including the Josh Cook fight, I'll beat him.
I want to see you and Daniel Jacobs. I think you and Danny should fight at 168. That's what I think you guys should fight at. You and Daniel Jacobs.
I'm 180 right now.
I mean, you could drop the 12. It's not a problem. Catch weight.
Nah. Don't need a couple weight. I've been at light heavyweight for like 2.5 years already.
So you want Danny to go up to 180?
Huh?
You want Danny to go up to 180?
Well, they can come in at whatever. These TV guys, man, these little amateurs can come in at whatever weight they want. Me and Briggs, we're not the same weight. Me and Josh Cook, the underground fucking fighter that I beat. We're not the same weight. I beat him.
That is true. That is true, champ.
That's boxing, bro. That's how you find out who the better man is.
So let me ask you a question, champ. Who do we were just talking about Adrien Broner. I was talking about something, but we'll go on to Charlie Z real quick. I got Charlie Z on the line because he doesn't want to go on YouTube. I could easily just stream him in, but I'm gonna stream.
What's the question?
So who's your hit list right now? I got you number 1 pound for pound in the world, right?
Okay.
And then I got Canelo number 2. I got Bud Crawford number 3, Tyson Fury number 4, pound for pound. But I got you number 1. So who does the champ want to see?
You got to give some respect to my man Southpaw Silva. You're a fighter, I beat.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, what do you want to ask? Out of that 5?
No, who's your hit list? I got you as the top pound for pound fighter in the world, but obviously can't fight some of these guys. They're not going to come up to you.
Let's see. Fury, I told you. Mayweather Jr.
Okay.
Let's see. That's 2 for sure right there.
What's good for you is Mayweather said.
I mean, I would love to smack him up. That would be an easy win for me.
What's good for you is Mayweather Jr. said that he doesn't care about the weight class.
Hold on. Maybe Antonio Tarver, since I talk to Florida all the time.
You want Antonio Tarver?
I'll do him a lot worse than he did Roy Jones.
Damn.
He came in my Instagram one time. I know he's not famous enough, but
I love Antonio Tarver. He's a pretty good fighter.
Nah, he talks a lot. What the fuck happened to him, man?
He after Roy, he had a couple fights. He was decent. I forgot who he lost to after Floyd. Yeah, I don't understand how they think you lost to Deontay Wilder.
Let's not read the comments, man. My bad.
Nah, that's all right.
I'm just fucking high right now.
You can't pay. These guys don't know what they're talking about, champ. You beat Deontay Wilder. You rocked him with the left.
Yeah. Let's just talk straight boxing.
All right. So let's say Tyson Fury's about a good 6'8". How do you beat Tyson Fury being so big?
Thought he was he's not 6'8", 6'9".
About an inch taller. And you're about what, like 5'11", 6 feet?
7 foot. No, I'm 6 feet. That don't. Okay, well, how tall was Deontay Wilder?
I think Deontay's about, I want to say 6'4". I thought he was at least.
Deontay's 6'7", bro.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I got him with that left hook. Fury be the worst version of it.
Well,
be the better version.
Fury's a better boxer than Wilder. I'll say that.
Uber drivers, how they call it. 6'7", 31-0, 31 KOs. I beat him in the ring. You seen it.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I don't understand how some of these fans feel like you lost to Wilder. I don't get it because I've seen it with my own eyes. You rocked him with that left, and he lost his mind, and you guys ended up outside the ring. And honestly, he was disqualified to me.
I had that kind of technique and speed and power.
I mean,
that was one of my best ones.
I want to see you with Andy Ruiz. How about that?
Bring him. Let's go. He's so slow, man. He'd be a punching bag for me, man.
Yeah. Who do you think out of the pros?
Slow, man. Look how out of shape he is.
You know what's
That's why I know Joshua would be an easy fight because Joshua lost to him, though. He ain't got no shot with Charlie. These guys are overrated, bro. I'm telling you.
Charlie, I get it. I believe it. I want
to save this strength, like when we're done.
I'm sorry?
How do I save this stream so I can post it like on my channel?
I'll post it and just repost it. You can just repost it, but I'll save it for you. Unless
I don't know how to do that shit. Bro.
unless you give me an email and I could send you the stream afterwards.
You know what I mean?
That's why it's better you come on YouTube. I could just send you the link, boom, and you can do whatever you want with it. Huh?
I'm 2-0 in 2021. So
how many? All right. So Canelo said he's gonna fight 4 times this year, which is a big thing. You fought twice already.
Not a lot, man. I won 74 fights 2019.
You want to fight 74 times?
No. You said, do I want to fight that many times?
No, how many times do you want to fight this year, champ?
74 fights in 2019.
Who's on the phone? I'm sorry.
That was a bad time. I got locked up that year.
This is Charlie Z, guys, the champion, the world champion. 300 and was it 78 or 379? No.
Yeah, people confuse my record because I won a lot of fights.
It's 338 now. You know, it's my man Charlie. He doesn't want to come on the YouTube live for some strange reason. But look, guys.
I don't box as often. Just whenever I feel like it. I'm more famous, but also more low key at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I train all the time. I just don't post everything.
No. So how do you beat Fury? Because Fury's a better boxer than what's his face? Speed?
Better boxer than who?
He's a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. He definitely is.
Wilder, yeah, but he's not better boxer than
No. He's definitely. Dog, I told you, you're number 1. He's number 4 on my list.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hope it happens. I'm gonna win.
What do you think Fury's gonna say? I watched Fury do an interview on you actually, and he was speaking on you.
That was disrespect. That was nothing but. I seen all that shit, bro. He's sarcastic shit.
You wasn't feeling that. You felt offended.
Let him get in the ring. I don't care what he said.
I mean, right now. It looks like he's.
Everyone's telling me words are just words. You know what I mean?
How about this?
Unless you can back him up like Charles.
How about this? We get the winner of Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury to fight you. Where would you want to fight him at?
Any ring in LA.
You want in LA? Like the Staples? It's got to be big, Charlie.
No. Remember what Sparks said was boxing at the Staples Center, and I agreed, and then nothing happened. They don't want none, man.
I don't know why Sparks is ducking it.
They don't want none. Nah, man. You saw what I did to Josh Cook, the heavyweight, right?
Yes, sir. I seen that.
On the fucking haymakers at me, trying to knock my head off. What happened?
He tried to push you through the ropes.
Punched the wind out of him, then punched the shit out of him in the face. I know how to win a fight, man. I know how to come back. I'm very rarely in close fights. That doesn't happen. I'm surprised he landed anything, but
me too.
I got him with 22. I got him with 22 punches against his like 11 or whatever.
I mean, how do you feel like when these guys start fighting dirty, trying to push you through the ropes? Like it's just disgusting when I watch it.
Oh, when he pushed me against the rail?
Yeah, because clearly he would have been disqualified if this was a sanctioned fight.
Well, we both did like DQ moves or how they call them. So, like I said, underground boxing is not as strict as that amateur mainstream shit, bro. I mean, and about MMA, what do you think of me beating the shit out of John Jones? Like,
I'd like to see it. I was going to ask you that. Would you do MMA?
New era type shit. Man.
Would you do MMA? Would it be a difficult transition for you, being that you're such a? But no, that's what I'm saying. Would it be?
What would I go to MMA for? I'm a striker. Read my Twitter description.
So you wouldn't fight John Jones as in MMA?
They pay me good, I would.
How much what we looking at here?
Millions of dollars.
Oh, well, I'm not mad at that.
Just because I won that boxing match right in my backyard. But yeah, look at the level I throw punches at.
It's a fact. I was watching some of your training videos.
No damn backyard fight. Just outside of the ring. Yeah.
No, I agree. I would like to see you make a transition to MMA. I want to see. I would like to see if any of those. I don't think any boxer could beat you. So I'd like to see if anybody in MMA could actually stand a chance.
Yeah, I know, but like MMA is more about wrestling and shit like that. Like I'm a boxer. I don't like that jiu-jitsu shit. Like I beat them. Like I beat them in that fight.
Yeah.
Like when we boxed, we had them try to cheat, grapple, all that shit. I still fucking like look at Deshaun. He was doing that in May in a goddamn boxing. And I came back in and now boxing. That was one of my best wins.
I ain't mad at it. I mean, I'm looking for. I want to see you on like PBC. I want to see you on a pro match. I want people to put some damn respect on the champ's name. Some of these people are disrespectful.
I talk to Briggs like literally every day, man. Shannon Briggs is a celebrity. He's famous. He talks to all them celebrities. I talk to Briggs. He's just a little crazy, you know what I mean? Not a little. He's super crazy. You know what I mean?
Why do you think Briggs is playing games with you?
I'm doing one right now. But you're talking about like super mainstream shit.
Yeah.
My name is already mainstream, though. Name me one boxing fan that doesn't know who Charles is.
That's a fact. You're actually bigger than most boxers. Period. Popularity wise.
I know that I'm the best boxer. I don't care about that celebrity stuff, even though I am one.
You are. I tell you, you're number one pound on my list.
That's cool, but I'm having trouble with my wife right now. So
all right. So do you think?
That's distracting me big time.
So handle that. We come on later. Don't worry about it. Handle wifey.
No, I don't want to talk to her like that. I do, but again, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I love her though. It's all good. Camille.
Nah, I mean, hey man, you got a good one. Somebody asked, would you go out and fight in the UK?
Yeah, possibly one day.
You should fight Anthony Joshua in the UK. That's what I want to see.
Easy win for me.
You got to beat him in his hometown. I believe so. I don't think he can.
You're not gonna jump in after I knock him out. That's an easy win for me. That's no shit, bro. Deontay Wilder would beat Anthony Joshua, and I beat Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder's a bum, man. And so is Josh.
Would you ever fight any of these guys the same night? Because I know you said that you would like to fight some of these guys the same night. Like
I boxed 5 people in one day. So
wow.
I thought because my girl distracted me, boxing was not what it was to me.
Yeah.
But then 338 definitely still got it.
How you're 338-0, all right? How many more? When does Charlie Z hang up the gloves? Does he continue? What number do you want to get to?
That's like maximum.
How much?
400 no.
So you want to end it at 400-0?
If I'm lucky enough to get there.
You only got 62 fights to go. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
people saying that predicting false shit, man. I'm never going with it.
I don't believe it. I believe you. I believe you're gonna go. You're gonna end up undefeated. I think Floyd's jealous of your record.
I retired at 337.
What made you come back?
Doesn't matter. Don't want to talk about my last one.
Okay. No, I'm saying, what made you come back? What made you unretire?
Like I said, I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about 339, 340. 2 more wins still there.
Okay, so who's number 339? Who's 340? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Briggs.
It's supposed to be 339, but you see the Briggs, fake girl fighting shit, or comedian, talk shit, doesn't do shit.
Somebody said they believe you can go 500-0.
Nah, I didn't expect to get engaged like that, so that's why I retired from her. But no, I'll definitely get 340 on that. No doubt about it.
340?
Yeah, I'm still training shadow boxing and shit. I'm start taking heavy back.
What do you do for training? Like, what's your regimen? Because people want to know. People want to know how you got so fast and strong.
Not regular fighter shit, bro. Come on, man.
What are you chasing like a deer? What are you doing?
Advanced punches. Why the fuck would I do what they do?
Charlie, Adrien Broner's been having problems letting his hands go. Would you train him? Would you help him out?
I'm so real and he's so fake. I mean, we wouldn't me and Briggs. I thought Briggs was I don't think Briggs is fake. I just think he was terrified of me. That's all. He rather get in the ring with Tyson or Holyfield because they're more in his age range. And I'm still 32. You know what I mean? I may have retired semi, but I'm 32. I'm younger. I'm much faster, and I hit harder.
You're like the Tom Brady of boxing.
It was on video. I said, "You want to meet up April 1st?" And he had 10, 11 people at his crib.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Come on, Charlie, I thought we was boys." And I'm like, "All right, don't talk shit, man." So I got Briggs by the neck, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. I'm actually going to sign off this live. I'm gonna come on back 8 o'clock. Can we schedule at least a press conference for you tonight, 8 o'clock, to see who we're gonna fight for 339? And I need me a Charlie Z Champ T-shirt. I need one.
Oh yeah, shit. I still think I have it on the internet.
You gotta set. Can you sign it for me? So for my man cave.
Oh yeah, you want to buy merch? Yeah. I got all my shit signed already. All of it signed.
Somebody said they want to see you fight Mike Tyson.
Good. Let's do it. I'll win that.
All right, Charlie, 8 o'clock tonight. So 8 o'clock tonight, can we set up a Instagram live?
Yeah, good.
All right, so we're gonna tonight, 8 o'clock. I'm gonna hit you.
All right, sure. Good. Go out, man.
All right. That was the legend Charlie Z. You know what I mean? Oh fuck! I deleted the video. God damn it! The greatest fighter of our generation, 338-0. But I'm gonna end that live as we speak tonight. I'll be live with my man Flat. We're gonna discuss this because I gotta talk to Flat. Flat's out here. You know, I told him what was gonna happen in the fight yesterday. He wanted more. He was hoping for more, and you know, and I'm disappointed, bro. I was super disappointed, but we're gonna get back to it tonight. All call outs mandatory, 11 p.m. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching. On the bottom right hand corner, you can click on the little fat guy, and you can subscribe to the channel. But we're gonna get it popping later tonight. It's your man Norb, Chino Velez. We out of here.